And it's going to look just like this. My first day of kindergarten. And today, when we do our first day of kindergarten book, we're going to talk about being very responsible with our pencils and our crayons. So I'm going to set this down really quick. I am going to get out my crayons from my toolbox, just like you all have your crayons in your toolbox. Let me get it out. Okay, here's my crayons. I got them out of my toolbox here. I'm gonna have my crayons ready. I'm gonna get my pencil out of my toolbox also. So you're gonna need your pencil and your crayons. I'm gonna get out my board here so that I can show you what I'm doing. Okay. Now, it says, my first day of kindergarten by, and we're going to write our name on the name line. Now, I know Mrs. Latham just did a lesson with you on practicing your name on your handwriting page. So Mrs. Baber wants you to know that if you need to get your handwriting page back out to do your name on your first day of kindergarten book, you should do that, so that you can write your name. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you must try. Now, when I am being responsible with my materials, I'm going to set my pencil down now because I'm finished writing my name. I'm going to open up my crayons, and I'm going to choose a color that I want to use. Now, when I'm using my crayons, I have to be very careful because they're very skinny and small like this. So when I'm going to be responsible with my crayons and I'm going to color my picture, I have to be really careful not to break them or to push really hard or to, I definitely don't want to put them in my mouth or anywhere else that they don't belong. I'm going to use my crayons for coloring and coloring only. And now when I'm coloring, if I accidentally break a crayon, that's okay. But if I'm coloring and I'm coloring really hard and then I get angry and I get mad and I break my crayon, that's not okay. Okay? So we have to be responsible with our crayons and the things that our teachers have given us. So I'm going to color my picture here. I chose red. So I'm going to color the front part of my picture. I see a backpack here. I'm going to be very gentle and very careful to color my backpack on the front of my book so that I don't break my crayon, I don't squish it really hard, and I'm real careful. When I'm done using my red crayon, I'm going to put my red crayon back in my crayon box, carefully squeeze it in there. I'm going to choose a different color. I might want to make my backpack have some blue on it too. I like red and blue. So now I'm going to use my crayon, my blue crayon that I got out, and I'm going to color a little bit. I'm going to be very gentle and very careful. I'm going to be very responsible with my crayons. And I am going to color some more in my coloring book, or on my book. My first day of kindergarten book. And then when I'm all done coloring, and I'm going to try my very best to color inside the lines. Look how careful Miss Baber colored with her crayons. I colored inside the lines there, and I was very careful with it. Then I'm going to open up my book. I'm going to turn the page to the very first page, and this page says, I'm in kindergarten now. This is how I write my name. And notice the little girl here on the book is holding a pencil. When you're in kindergarten and you're going to write your name on your paper or in your book or whatever, you're going to always use a pencil to write your name. So I want you to take very careful care of writing with a pencil and write your name. My name is Mrs. Baber, so I wrote my name there. I set my pencil down very responsibly next to my stuff, And I'm going to get out my next crayon. I think I'm going to use a green this time. I'm going to color parts of this little girl green. Then I might put it away and color parts of her black. I might put that color away and give her some little pink bows in her hair and all kinds of cute things that I want to put on my little girl. And when I'm coloring, I'm going to be very careful and slow again to try to color nicely inside those lines. Part of kindergarten is learning how to color nicely and to do our very best work. And that includes coloring inside of the lines. Now, I want my little girl to look like me, so I'm going to give her some blonde hair. You might want your little girl to look like somebody that you love or someone that you know, or you might want her to look like you if you're a girl. You might want her to have black hair or brown hair or red hair. Whatever color you want your little girl's hair to be is what color you can color it. And see how careful I am to try my very best to color inside the lines. It might not be perfect, but I am trying my best. And then I'm putting my crayons back in my crayon box one at a time, and I'm choosing new ones. Now, after I'm finished coloring that page, I'm going to carefully turn my book. And the next page that I have says, this is what I look like today. So now's when you can draw a picture of you. Now, sometimes you might want to start drawing with a pencil so that if you make a mistake, you can erase it with your eraser. And sometimes you might just draw with a crayon. I'm going to start with a pencil because I know that if I make a mistake in drawing what Mrs. Baber looks like, I'm going to just erase it and try to do my better. Try to do better that next time. So I start with a crayon or a pencil. I'm going to give me some hair. I'm going to give me a smile because I love to smile. I'm going to put myself in a dress. I really like to wear dresses. And I'm going to draw a picture of myself. Okay? You're going to draw a picture of yourself. Your picture might not, well, your picture definitely won't look like mine because you might not be looking like Mrs. Baber. You might be a boy. So you're going to draw a picture of yourself as a boy there. You're going to use your crayons and you're going to color it so very nicely. Then at the end of the story, the last page in the book says, my first day of kindergarten was great. We will have a fun year. And there's a picture of some friends there that we're also going to color as well. Once you are finished coloring your entire book, you can have your mom and dad or whoever's helping you, your granny, your friend, your grandpa, whoever, you're going to have them take a picture of your book that you finished and send the picture to your teacher, Mrs. Baber or Mrs. Dargle or Mrs. Latham or Mrs. Brown, and you're going to have them take that picture and send it to your teacher so that your teacher knows that you finished your kindergarten book and you finished our first lesson today on being responsible without, once you're finished taking a picture of your kindergarten book, then you can hang it on your fridge, or you can put it in your desk, or you can put it somewhere special. Mrs. Baber and Mrs. Latham and Mrs. Dargle and Mrs. Brown, we do not need you to keep this in your learning kit anymore. You're already finished with the book, so you can hang it on your fridge to show your family what you did, or you can put it in your desk and maybe get it out and color some more on it. Or on the back, there's plenty of space for you to practice writing your name or draw some pretty pictures or make something really cool on the back. And this is something that you can save for your first day of kindergarten. It's such a big milestone to have a first day of kindergarten. I know with my kids, I like to save things like this for them so that when they get to be big teenagers, they can look back and say, oh my goodness, look how cute I was in kindergarten. So your families might want to save this for you too in a little keepsake box. But we do not need it to go back in our learning kit. So I'm going to take my kindergarten book and I'm going to set it on my bookshelf because that's where I'm going to keep it this year. And that's it. Be sure to send your picture to your teacher so that your teacher knows what we've been doing. And I will see you tomorrow with our next social studies lesson. See you later, friends. Happy first day. Bye-bye.